What's up, guys? Welcome to Two Men, One Cross podcast. So my name is Pete. I am your instructor. And we have Tyler Niemeyer, my best friend right here. And yeah, we're going to talk about what you need to know about this course. But before that, how are you doing, Tyler? Are you doing okay?
I'm here, man. I'm alive.
You're alive. Where are you at right now?
I'm up in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis? Okay.
Yeah, it's miserable, but here I am.
All right. So before we get a little bit further, so well, let's talk about who we are real quick. So we're no one. No one knows who we are. But at the end of the semester, we plan to go viral among 700 students. About that. Okay. So a little bit about Tyler. So here's what happened. So Tyler was born and raised in Florida, and when he was a kid, so he looks like that.
Still do.
Just kidding. I just still do. Went to the University of Central Florida in Orlando, and then moved to University of North Florida. Am I right?
You got it, man. Spot on.
What did you study exactly? Like sex ed?
Yeah, basically. No, man. I started studying criminal justice at UCF, and then I realized shortly thereafter that I did too many criminal activities, that I had to change that. It wasn't my preferred career goal, so I switched to community sport management, where criminal activity is more accepted.
Okay. Well, we might need to share about your criminal activities later. Maybe we'll see as appropriate. He graduated in was it 1985, right?
Yeah, around there.
Have a daddy issue, and also he moved to Indiana. Indiana.
Really, man.
So he moved to Indiana, and where he went for a master's degree at Indiana University, which is a big, beautiful university. And what did you study there, by the way?
Recreational therapy.
Recreational therapy. Okay, and currently, so he's doing about flow. What is that again? Tell everyone.
Say everything you just said again.
What are you doing right now? Your job?
I'm doing this with you right now. I'm supposed to be packing. So yeah, I'm the director of recreational therapy at Flow up here in Oregon, in Indianapolis. We work with primarily adolescents with developmental disabilities, doing community-based therapy.
Okay, let's say if some of you would like to be or interested in recreational therapy, so contact Tyler. We will have his email contact later at the end. Okay, free time. Tyler is hardcore CrossFit junk.
Hardcore baby. Let's see what you got here. Let's see what you got. All right.
I can't turn it on.
Oh, you can't?
I turned it on before. I don't know.
That's worthless, Pete. That left one, I can tell you what I did. It was about a 315 squat. I think I got it 2 times, and then the third time I failed. Yeah. And then the right one, what was that? Muscle ups?
Muscle ups.
Minus the chicken wing. Yeah, those are good.
Good. Anyway, so, all right. So that's about Tyler, but you don't need to remember him, so he's not important. So this is me. I went to the University of Missouri. Graduate in 2016. That's my graduate school. My first job, so fly to the Northern California. So that's Humboldt State University. So some of you might be familiar with Humboldt area, where they grow weeds. But at the back, you can see all the redwood. It's a really beautiful campus there. Okay, and that's where I met Tusky. That's my cartoon character, and everyone loves him. 2017, got a new job at Indiana University. So I taught chemistry there for a couple of years, and that's where we met, right?
Why are you a bunny?
Huh?
Let's talk about that.
Bunny?
Yeah.
No, that's my cartoon character. That's not me.
That's terrible. Okay.
Yeah, terrible. Okay, thank you. A few years later, so this is last year. So I got a job at Colorado Mesa University. So drove on I-70. That's really beautiful campus. I was in the valley basically. Everywhere you see, there's on a mountain. Taught chemistry there. And because of the COVID, I got a chance to teach online at the University of San Francisco and National University. So these two right here. And 2021, so I got a new job at Tulane University, and here I am. Here we go. All right, ta-da. Okay, so that's my what's it called? That's my name, Canvas. That's my email. That's my information. All right, so let's get into the detail real quick. Okay, so on the syllabus, so I don't expect you to read the whole thing, but we just go over just a little bit, something that you need to know. That first of all, the required material. So first of all, we do protective goggles, not the safety goggles. If you have safety goggles, it's okay, but this really we would prefer the safety goggles, which is it protect the whole eyes. And if you wear glasses, so put the goggles over it. And Tyler have done it before at Indiana University.
You just get LASIK, right?
You can get LASIK, yeah. If you do LASIK,
seems like an easier fix.
Do you have do you wear contact lens?
Nah, dude, I can see.
So
sorry for the rest of you.
Some of you wear contact lens, so that's not allowed. And the reason is we have a case at Indiana University, and I think a few years ago at Tulane, where maybe a drop of acid got to the student's eyes, and we have a hard time taking that contact lens off. Okay, and that you just allow the reaction time with your eyes, and not that great. So no contact lens. Okay.
So hold on, time out though. Well, so you can't have a contact lens under the goggles?
Under the goggles, yes.
What happens if you don't own a pair of glasses?
Huh?
What happens if you don't own glasses? Do you just have to feel around? You have to go blind?
You need to wear
braille.
You need to wear glasses. You need to wear glasses.
If it's ADA accessible, I imagine there is.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a precaution. So because we have seen the damage with the contact lens before, and we don't want that to happen. So that's gonna be for the student. So yeah.
Accept that rule. Okay.
Accept that rule. Okay. All right. Remember that one time at Indiana University, we went to the lab, and that lady really got mad at us.
She wasn't happy with you.
She was not happy with you too, man.
I think she was just generally unhappy.
Oh yeah, maybe, I don't know. But we have goggles. We have goggles on.
Fact, we did.
Okay, the next one, the scientific calculator. You can use any scientific calculator, any brand. I don't really care. But we recommend you get the one that has solar panel, because you don't have to worry about the battery dies during the exam. Have that happen to you?
No.
Well, 700 students, well, some of them, it's going to happen to some of them. So you have the solar panel, that's going to be eliminate the problem. Another one, so we need a lab notebook. So we use that in Gen Chem 1 lab, Gen Chem 2 lab. If most of you are going to take organic chemistry 1 and 2 lab, and we're going to use the whole, pretty much the first 2 years. Okay. And when you record, so you use pen only. Just the pens, no pencil. And we recommend you, if you have Sharpie, it's more convenient. So you can use Sharpie to write on glasswares. All right, and you don't, yeah, so. One more, so one thing before you have to do before you get to the lab, so you have to complete and submit the completion page from the plagiarism test. Is from Indiana University. So, and basically, you have the link, I send it to you on email. Basically, just go, I am undergrad, click on that. Yeah, and it will take you to this page, and you just register at the top, and then add your Tulane email and a password right there. That's
Are you doing this from IU and not from Tulane?
They don't have it at Tulane.
That's worthless.
Hey, dude, IU is like one of the best universities, man. You
I know, go Hoosiers. Who Hoosiers? But come on, Tulane, step your game up, man. You guys have a football team. You should have a plagiarism review.
Okay, right now. The submission of the plagiarism test is due by Sunday, August 29th, right at 11:59 p.m. So just upload it. That's pretty much it. And last one, the required material. Don't forget to smile. Tyler, smile. I hate your mustache. Okay, all right, that's required material. Now we're going to talk about the components of this lab. Okay, if you look at the syllabus, so on page 2 at the bottom, that tells you the whole component right there. All right, take a look at the component real quick. All right, so we have the pre-lab quizzes, pre-lab report, and data observation that you complete during the lab, and then lab report at the end. Okay, midterm, final. All right, start with the first 4. These are your weekly assignment that you have to do every time before you go to the lab. Pre-lab quizzes. So we're gonna test you if you're ready to take the quizzes. Okay, so are ready for the lab by taking the quizzes. So basically, you go to Canvas, you see the quizzes there. Click on it. and it will take you to, right now we have only one up right there. Whenever you're ready to take it, all right? Everything in this course, I'll try to keep things simple. Everything in this course is due by at 11:59 p.m. before the lab day, right? Everything except the pre-lab. Okay, so I know that you guys like freshman year, you take a lot of classes and each class have their own due dates. For this course, try to keep things simple for you. So everything is due at 11:59 p.m. Yeah, you ask Tyler, and I don't know how many classes he took his freshman year. How many credit hours?
I don't know, man. I was in criminal justice and I was a criminal. I'm guessing a full load, but I don't quite remember that point in my life.
What's the most expensive thing you ever stolen?
That I've ever stolen? Jesus, man, I wasn't going that far.
Oh, you didn't go this far? Okay, never mind.
Most expensive thing I've ever stolen? Not much. Probably a Snickers bar or something.
Okay.
Not like I've ever walked out with a big screen TV or anything.
All right, so everything in this course is due at midnight before the lab day, except the pre-lab. So the pre-lab you have to hand in when you walk into the lab for that week. Okay, and that's pretty much pre-lab quizzes. Now we're gonna move on to pre-lab report. So you have to do this before you go to the lab. So you have to be prepared. All right, pre-lab report, 20 points each. Okay, so read in your lab notebook. If you buy your lab notebook from bookstores, just write down in there. Turn in when you walk in. And the components, so we're gonna talk about this later, but right now I'll just show you like what you see. So this is my handwriting. I just did it last week. So you need your name, your partner's name, the title and the date. That's the first thing you need to have. Purpose or hypothesis. You can find this in the lab handout. I'll post on Canvas. And one of the more important things, the table of reagents. Well, we're doing chemistry, and you can imagine, Tyler. Do you deal with any chemistry? Any chemical?
Little. I mean, very little. No.
Very little. Okay, so water could be toxic if you have too much of it.
That's true. I have a client that's the case for. Yeah.
So what you need for a table of reagent? So I post everything on Canvas. You can see it too. But right now, I just want to show you. So we have the name, chemical name, or the formula. Hazard, right? You can draw the picture, write it down. So corrosive, irritant. So you know what they can do to you. All right. And the most important thing about the table of reagent, you need to know if it gets on you anywhere of your body. You know how to deal with that. For example, eye contact, skin contact. If you ingest, if you eat it, if you inhale it. Okay, and how to do whatever like. How to treat it, the treatment, all right?
You gotta work on your handwriting. You're like a third grader.
Third grader? Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, it's usually corrosive. Look at that. The acid.
Well, the pictures aren't bad. Yeah, I agree. The pictures are 5th grade level, but the handwriting itself leaves a little to be desired.
Oh, your handwriting is better than mine? Oh, come on.
No, not at all. I didn't say that.
And so you can find all this information on the website. I post a website for you. Just look on Canvas. Okay, there are a couple options you can do that. And also the table of reagent. And the last one and the most important one for the pre-lab report is flowchart. Okay, so flowchart basically is how to explain this? It's a picture version of the procedure. When you see the procedure, so it's just text. Right, and we don't want that. I want you to convert those to the pictures. More detail, I post on Canvas as well. So we're not gonna tell you everything in here, because there are a lot in there. Right. The reason that you have to do a flowchart because it's gonna really prepare you for the lab. So when you get in, you know exactly what you have to do. And do flowchart have to be very detailed because we don't allow you to bring the lab handout, where procedure is in there. Okay, so no lab handout in there. Only thing that you can bring in just your pen, Sharpies, and a flowchart and goggles, basically. All right, that's 20 points. Any question, Tyler?
No, I like that idea, man. So you can draw whatever you want and bring it in. Like, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I usually have the question from the student, but what if I don't know what that apparatus or the equipment is called, or what it looks like, or how it works? Like, for example, rotary evaporator. Well, normal people would never use it, right? Only chemists or biochemists.
I keep one in the kitchen.
Huh?
I keep one in the kitchen.
Okay. Oh, you have it. Yeah, very cool. That's very expensive. Anyway, so in the case that you don't know what an each equipment look like, well, guys, this is 2021. We have an internet. Look it up. Google it. Yep, just Google it. Click on was it pictures, right? That's it. All right. All right. So move on to data and observation. Also 20 points. 10 of the 20 points goes to safety attires and showing up on time. Showing up on time. Okay, so make sure you dress properly and show up on time, and on time, like not more than 15 minutes late. Okay, and for data observation, you'll be collecting anything that you observe in the lab, and that's also 10 points. So basically, you finish this part in the lab. You don't need to take home and complete it later. You finish in the lab. All right, use pen only, no pencil. In the case that you write something wrong, for example, like you write 0.9999 and you realize, oh, that's not correct, you cross it and then write whatever the correct information in there, okay? And everything that you write goes directly to your notebook. Don't write onto like a piece of paper. And it happened to me before when I took like a chemistry course in the lab. So I wrote on a piece of paper and then I can't find a piece of paper 3 hours later. The 2 hours or 3 hours of the lab are just gone. Dude, it was horrible. And you can
you can just transcribe it onto your forearm.
That works.
Yeah.
That works. Oh, they have Sharpies. They can do that.
Exactly. Wow.
The TA will grade your data and observation during the lab. So when you get out, basically. All right. All right. So get back to it. So we have talked about pre-lab quizzes, pre-lab reports, data and observation. Now, lab reports. So you can see there are 9 total. Right, so there are 9 labs total, basically. And for the lab reports, not gonna bombard you with all information. Each lab report is different, depends on the lab. But again, so you have to submit on Canvas by midnight before the lab day, and you have to type it, okay? And the reason we asked you to type, not writing, because we're gonna use Turnitin, which is, what's it called, an app? Is it an app? No,
man. It's a
software, whatever, a website, yeah, to recognize plagiarism. For example, look at these students. Oh my God, it's copied from the red one right here, copied from this source, 14%.
Is that my paper?
That's your paper? I don't know. In 1864, Norwegian, I don't know, man. I don't know what this is. The blue one right here, those are from 7% from that that source. So basically it tells us everything. If you don't write on your own, you copy and paste. Okay. All right. And midterm and a final. So we have one midterm and a final. We'll talk about this later when the time comes. So don't worry about it just yet. Okay. And all the whole lab reports or everything in here. So drop 2 lowest. We'll talk about in a little bit. All right, we would like to take a pause and talk about the sponsor of our podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
Petco. Tyler have a dog. Did you go to Petco?
Petco is where the pets go.
Petco. That's Tyler. Look at that.
That's Murdoch.
That's Murdoch. Yep. Dude, don't come on.
You put it up there, man. You could have put a picture of my new dog, but no, you decided to pick the one that triggers things from me. Thanks.
Are you crying? Well, this is the best picture that I can find from Tyler. So I mean, and that's my dog. There we go. There we go. That's Ruthie. That's not my kid. No. All right, now go over to lab rules. All right, you can jump in anytime. So this one, we at the end of the semester we drop 2 lowest labs. And we have this is a new policy, and we have this policy because some was 700 students. Some of you are gonna get quarantined. Some of you are gonna get quarantined.
Jesus, that's so morbid.
Right. So
you're gonna make it.
In 9 labs, you can miss up to 2 labs. So that's 1 quarantine. basically 14 days. All right. If you don't want to use for your quarantine, you can use it to go to concert. You can use it just don't feel well. You can just go play video games, go to football game, whatever. You can use whatever you want. You have 2 labs to drop basically at the end of semester. All right. But don't ask, okay, can I drop this lab? I have to go to, just don't ask the question. You have 2 labs. You 2 labs to drop. What you use however you want. Okay. But please let TA know when you want to skip the lab. All right. So 2 labs, that's your quota. If you miss the 3rd lab, that's an automatic F. Oh, you get shield, Tyler?
That's brutal, but I like it. Right? Lay down the law.
All right, now. If you show up to the lab late, the cutoff is 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, when the TAs have already talked about what you're going to do in the lab or the safety and stuff, you don't get that information, we're going to take 10 points off you. Okay, so make sure you're being on time. And if you late over 30 minutes, we don't believe that you can finish that lab in time. So that's 1 absent. Okay. So make sure you show up on time. And also some of you go to the lab, but do not turn the lab report. That's another absence. You have to go to the lab, finish the lab, and submit your lab report. Okay. Now the catch is right here. There are 9 labs total in the fall semester, and we drop 2 at the end. However, some of you, I'm gonna guess about 350, about 50% of you when they go to we have full attendance. If you get to full attendance, 9 lab, you get 50 bonus point on your grade, and not including the final. We just add on to whatever you have. And if you remember that the final and the midterm worth 100 points each, you get 50 points, man. This is a lot. So it's impossible to fail this class unless you really want to. Right, Tyler? Have you ever failed a class?
1 class, yeah. Financial accounting.
Did you steal anything from them?
No, I should have. That was a dick.
It was a dick. Okay. Now, during the lab, so cell phone, electronic devices are allowed. You can bring your laptop. You can bring your phone. You can look up on internet as long as you don't play video game or use social media. Okay, so we want you to focus on the lab because there are dangerous chemical stuff in there, and you have to listen to your teaching assistant. So no play video game and stuff in there. All right. The only thing that we don't allow you to bring to the lab, one, the lab handout, because we have to do flowchart. All right, and the earbud or the headphone, because if something happened and that your TA or your friend shout out loud, okay, let's get out of the lab. There's a cat of fire. If you wear all this, have this stuff on your ear, you can't hear it, and that's really that's risky. Okay, so no headphone, was it headphone, earbuds. All right, and before you leave the lab, tell your TA have to check your station. So ask for TA to check you out, so get his or her signature. Without a signature, that's absent because we don't believe that you do the lab. And wash your hand. Tyler, have you washed your hand?
No.
Okay, all right. Did you just wash your hand before you leave the lab? Okay, so the TA gonna check you out. Yeah. All right. All right, now fun thing. So what can and cannot wear to the lab?
Swag.
All right, let's take a look at some of them. So there's some example. Shirt. Now, Tyler, what type of shirt you can wear to the lab?
Tank top.
Shut up. No.
Show off the guns, baby.
No. Your shirt has to have some sleeve, right? Long sleeve is preferred. Short sleeve is fine. Don't go like that.
Yeah, that's how I'd go.
That's how you go? Nah, that's why you get kicked out of the lab.
That's why get that 50 points, would I?
That's why that lady got mad at us because of you. Now, wearing long pants, right? Cover every single thing, so no skin shown, like the bottom half. The common mistake is students usually show the ankle, and usually get to that ankle. So we highly recommend you wear long pants or wear high socks. You get to cover anything. So don't show any skin. That's not allowed. All right. If you have long hair, Tyler, what do you have to do if you have long hair?
Cut it.
Good job. You cut the hair. No, kidding. No, don't cut the hair. So we pull the hair back, tie it up like a bun. So it won't get away when you do the lab. All right. Almost correct. Good job. Any other accessories? So usually we have seen quite a lot of long nails, earrings and necklaces. These are not allowed because people actually have accident from them, right? Earrings get caught on pretty much everything, all right? A hat, wearing a hat is fine. We okay with the hat.
Ooh, the beebs, get the fever.
Were you a believer when you were younger?
I wasn't, but now I am. The beebs made me a believer.
All right, some ladies and some gentlemen use hairspray. Hairspray is not allowed because can catch on fire. It's flammable. So no, don't put any the spray on your hair if you could. Okay, wear a hat. That's super easy there. Basically, look like a minion like here. So your hair pulled back. Wearing safety goggles, protective gloves. So we provide you with the gloves, the proper clothing, and no open ankle, closed toe shoes. Okay. All right. So we get to the end of the this podcast. How are you doing, Tyler?
I'm still here.
Still here? Okay. All right. So we're gonna talk about some what's it called? A fun segment of this podcast we call autocorrect. When you use your phone, when you text, have that ever bother you? You text one thing, but it show up another.
Are you asking me that, bro? That's like an everyday struggle.
Well, let's take a look at the some example of what really happened about autocorrect when things go right. Okay, I'll take a look.
Juicy. Let's go.
So the first one we have, look, did you finish load the car up? Everything's fit?
Uh-oh.
Almost, I ran out of space, so I strapped your grandma to the roof. Cool. I mean guitar, sorry. Too bad. I'm sure grandma would love feeling the wind through her hair. Grandma and guitar. I don't know how that goes.
Granny.
All right, one more. Just watch the news. The weatherman said to prepare for flamingos this weekend. Oh God, no, anything but flamingo. Ha, flooding. This phone is so silly. That's a relief. I was unsure. I was unsure how to prepare for the bird invasion. One more. We do one more. You would not believe the day I had. So they talked to mom. So this was a children talk to her, his or her mom. So I would not believe the day I had. I divorced a baby in the cab. Oh, you what? Ha! Oh God! Deliver this phone. I swear. Oh my God! Wow, boy or girl?
Gorilla. Didn't see that one coming.
Oh my God! All right, so this is just an example of them. We have a lot more, so stay tuned. All right, before we go, so I would like to leave with some little bit this meme. Look at that, Tyler. This is you.
Others see you is not important. How you see yourself means that it's fact. Yes.
The fact. Yep. So whatever, like, so in like when you grow up in the past, high school, middle school, some people tell you you can be this, you can't be that, you can do only this, you can't do that. Don't ever believe in them. You are the only one who know what you are capable of, and you're capable of doing anything. Okay. And we just have Olympics. So let's just leave the Michael Phelps for you. So let's take a look what he said. It's what you do in the dark that puts you in the light. So we always just have, we just saw him like on a TV and he got like all the gold medals, but we never seen him actually working so hard in the water, in the pool, and we never seen that, right? So this same thing goes to you. Whatever you want to be in the future, you want to be the doctor, you want to be a PA, a PT, or a recreational therapist. Well, you can be all those, but just work hard toward it. Okay. All right. This is the last slide from our podcast, 2 Men and 1 Course. And anything you want to plug in? So where they can find you, Tyler?
You can find me right there at that email address, or you can Google Flow Recreation, find out a little bit more about recreational therapy.
Okay. And you can find me both the Instagram and Facebook. I use the same name, and I just post CrossFit stuff in there, basically. And all right, so if you like our podcast, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and rate 5-star. So this is on YouTube, so you can also leave a comment and send to your friend and family. At the end of the semester, we will go viral. Let's
go viral, baby.
Let's go viral. Okay. All right, so let's let's leave you guys right here. All right, and we hope that we'll see you guys soon. Here we go. Is it go? Stop recording. Here we go.